The single best functional upgrade you can give your raised beds is a drip irrigation system. The reason why is because drip irrigation delivers water right where it's needed, directly to the roots of the plant. When done right, drip irrigation only leaves a small wet spot on top of the soil. Most of the water goes right beneath the surface where the plants can access it with their roots. Most plants don't like to have wet foliage. Wet foliage could promote the growth of bacteria, funguses, things that just aren't good for plants. This means not only do you conserve water, but you also get a smaller water bill. Drip Depot kits come with everything needed to create a complete system, so you don't have to worry about what fittings you might need to get your tubing up and over your raised beds. You don't have to worry about what a head assembly is. We've got it all included in the kit. The hardest part of drip irrigation is getting all the right components. We take care of all that for you. All you need to do is find a raised bed kit that matches the number of raised beds you have, assemble it, and never hand water for hours ever again. To find the right kit for your garden, click the link in the top right or description below and explore our selection. Now, here's how to install a Drip Depot raised bed drip irrigation system. First, attach the vacuum breaker, filter, and pressure regulator to your garden hose or spigot. If you have a timer to automate your system, you can place it before the vacuum breaker. These parts thread on just like a normal garden hose. Next, connect the tubing adapter to the pressure regulator and insert your 1/2 inch poly tubing into the adapter. It makes it easier to get on if you wiggle the tubing back and forth like this. Then, just twist the nut on the fitting, which locks the tubing in place. A quick tip here if you're having any difficulty getting the mainline tubing on over the barb of your hose by tubing adapter is to dip the end of it in very hot water for a few moments. Be careful not to burn yourself, of course, but this will soften up the tubing considerably and make it significantly easier to put it on over the barb. After you have the mainline connected to your hose bib, run the poly tubing all the way to your raised beds, staking along the way with wire stakes to keep it in place. You might have to make a few turns or split your line off with T's to get to your beds. Just cut the tubing and insert your elbow or T fittings just like you did with the tubing adapter. If you make a mistake placing a fitting in the wrong spot on your mainline, the twist and lock fittings can be easily removed and reused to save you from wasting a fitting. Once you've reached each bed, run your 1/2 inch tubing up your beds by placing one elbow at the base of each bed to run the tubing up. If you have wooden raised beds, use the included nail clamps to secure the tubing along them. Then one elbow at the top so you can lay out the tubing along the top of your beds. Make sure to install the on-off valves upstream of your emitters so that you can turn the bed on and off after it's been harvested. Then you just clamp the tubing across the width of your bed and cap it off with an end cap. If your bed is 2 feet or less in width, you can install the on-off valve on the vertical length of tubing like this. If you have metal raised beds, you'll stake down the tubing in the bed. The stake, the elbow, and the weight of the irrigation tubing is enough to hold our header row in place. What we're going to do next is punch holes so we can run our 1/4 inch drip line off our header row straight down the bed. Our drip line is a part that is actually going to deliver water to our plants. All we need is our 1/4 inch punch, our 1/4 inch drip line, and a 1/4 inch coupling. The process is simple. I'll punch a hole in the header row where I want to connect my drip line using my 1/4 inch punch. Insert one end of the 1/4 inch coupling into that hole and connect our 1/4 inch drip line to the other end of the coupling. I'll then run it down the row of the bed and cap it off at the end with a goof plug. I'll repeat that process twice so that we have 2 runs of drip line in our bed, 1 for each row of plants. There's also 1/4 inch tubing with button dripper included in the kit. These can be used in raised beds if you have fewer, larger plants like tomatoes, or in containers that you may have near your garden or patio, and connect 1/4 inch tubing to the main line using barbed fittings, T's, elbows, and couplings to direct water where needed. Once that's set, insert button drippers into the 1/4 inch lines to water each plant directly. Secure all the tubing in place with stakes. Finally, turn on the water, check for leaks, and make adjustments as needed. That's it. Your raised beds are now on an efficient, automated drip system. Whether you've got tomatoes, peppers, squash, melons, cucumbers, brassicas, leafy greens, root veggies, strawberries, herbs, or flowers, the system will keep them watered evenly all season long. And with a timer, you'll never forget to water them again. Our kits have been tested by irrigation professionals to make sure they have everything you need to efficiently water your raised beds and to make sure you don't end up with a lot of unused parts left over that you never needed to begin with. If you haven't already gotten your Drip Depot drip irrigation kit for raised beds, you can grab it by clicking the link right there.